everyone. So today I would like to ask you if you have ever experienced a form of petrification when making decisions. Let me give you an example. So every day, or most days, I'm the one at home, so I'm the one who has to take meat out of the freezer to defrost, or if any preparation needs to be done before making dinner, then I'm the one who does it because I'm the one who's home. My partner is obviously out working. So I'm the one who's usually deciding on what we're going to eat. And every day I ask him, what do you want to eat? And he says, well, you're the picky one. You must decide. I'll eat whatever you eat. And I know that that's true. I am picky. There are a lot of things that I don't eat. And there are a lot of days where I don't feel like eating a lot of things. So that makes sense. I should be the one who decides because I am the one who has unpredictable food desires and the opposite of the desires. I have those days where I don't want to eat certain foods. But that doesn't change the experience of when I'm now faced with this decision, what am I going to eat for dinner? It's like I have this experience come up like, I don't want to make that choice. Please make the choice for me. Take it off of my hands. I don't want to be the one who makes that choice. And this obviously also happens in a lot of larger and more impactful situations. And I know it's not only me who goes through this kind of relationship to making choices. So I have to be quite careful with myself and watch what reactions come up, because now in this context of a relationship, a common reaction that'll come up within me when he says, no, I must choose because I'm picky, is like a form of resentment, like, can't you just for once just pick something, just okay, just do it, okay? I don't want to every time, I don't just, and that obviously doesn't make any sense at all, because it's like that's actually what I want to be doing in my relationship to making this kind of choice. Like, just pick something, just be practical, be grounded, just do it. Pick something. It's not a big deal, but in my mind, I make it a big deal. And then because there's another person involved, I bring them into the big deal. And it's like this whole thing becomes of this very simple choice. And that's kind of the aspect that I want to focus on here, how we turn things that are so simple, so basic within our daily lives into like this big kerfuffle in our brains. How we turn such simple dynamics in our lives into these events that can actually contribute towards unpleasant relationship experiences where we get angry with or resent our partners, when in fact the thing that we're angry about is simply because we did not take responsibility. So that aspect, as well as this whole petrification within decision making, what is it that we are not wanting to take responsibility for? Because that is the common denominator in both of those designs, is that there is somewhere within me where I don't want to take responsibility here. I don't want to be responsible for making that choice. I want someone else to take that responsibility away from me. That would make me feel better. That would make me feel less burdened. That would make me feel light and free, and I can just go along with what someone else wants. I don't need to make choices. It's all right. Everything's fine. That's the feeling, experience of this particular point. Both of them, actually. So what are we running away from? What relationship to the word responsibility have we been living? Because we are now showing in trying to run away from responsibility that there is a problem, that there is some kind of misalignment in how we are living the word responsibility, where responsibility is linked to things like burden, feeling burdened, being burdened, having the weight of the world on your shoulders, not being free, being trapped, being confined, being restricted. All of these words come and link in with our common definition of the word responsibility. And also within that is how we live and perceive the word freedom, as if freedom means not having responsibilities, when that is like a fantasy, because there is no scenario in this world where we are going to have absolutely no responsibilities. It doesn't happen. We are always responsible, if not for anything else, at least for ourselves. And the only context in which I can see that we would only be responsible for ourselves and nothing else is if we lived in a box and could not leave the box or communicate with anything outside of the box, and we were just confined into this box, and that was it. So we obviously don't live in boxes. We live in a very interconnected, dynamic world where there are a lot of symbiotic relationships happening, where our actions influence the world around us, people around us, animals around us, everything around us, even if it's just in a teeny tiny way. Our actions have effects. And responsibility, the reality of responsibility is that it's not something that is a burden, because it's something that actually empowers us to create freedom. Responsibility is something that empowers us to reflect on and change those parts of ourselves that we don't actually want to be living. Responsibility empowers us to learn from mistakes, to actually choose and create how we want to live. So in my context, where I resist making that choice of what to eat, how I can turn it into a gift is to change my relationship to the choice. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Where instead of it being this burden, this schlep, this thing that my partner should rather be doing, I can turn it into an opportunity to actually fulfill the desires of my body that change every single day. And there's no prediction, there's no pattern, it's just, but anyway, I can take that opportunity to make food that I enjoy, because yes, he does eat anything pretty much, so it doesn't matter what I make, he'll eat it. I, on the other hand, am not like that. So responsibility can be turned and actually is self-empowerment. it is giving ourselves the opportunity to actually create something different to what we have been creating, which very often is not really what we want. So, yes. That is all I have to say on the point for now. So, yeah, if you have any questions, or if you'd like me to expand on any points, or if you have any topic requests, then please, you can direct message or leave a comment. Otherwise, you can support me on Patreon. And that's it for now. I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching.